everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for another session of Music and Movement. And I'm so happy you're with me today. So don't forget that you can earn a badge for a summer learning challenge by watching this video and participating. So today we're going to talk about what a sound hunt is. So I have a question for you. What are some of your very favorite sounds when you're outside? What are some of the sounds that you always like to hear? Have you ever done some quiet listening while being outside? Okay, so today I'm going to share with you a fun way to really think about how all the beautiful sounds we have all around us, and we don't often think of it. So we are going on a sound hunt, and this will be a quiet sound hunt. I would recommend downloading an app that allows you to record the sounds that you hear. So there's several out there. So one that I found for my phone is called Voice Recorder Pro, and it allows me to record any sounds I hear. But you could also use just a basic tape recorder too if you happen to have one of those around. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here for a bit and I'm going to record some sounds. And when you do this at your place, you might decide to actually go on a walk in your yard, or maybe your family goes on nightly walks in your neighborhood, and that would be a good way to record the sounds as well. So here I go. I'm just going to sit here very quietly and record a few things. Okay, and I'm going to stop there and play it back. Okay, so while I recorded just for that very short period, and I'm sure you would do it longer, I heard several birds, I heard a car, I heard some kind of equipment in the background. I don't know if it was, I'm wondering if it was some kind of construction work, or maybe it was a lawnmower, okay? I heard the rustling of trees and the branches moving. So I was really hoping, we have a lot of woodpeckers in my yard. We have one that's a really big one, and then we have several smaller ones. I was really hoping for the woodpecker sound, but I guess I must have scared them away or something. So anyhow, you are just to record in whatever way works for you. And then a fun thing to do afterwards is to have somebody in your house replay the sounds that you have and see if they can figure out what might have made those sounds. So that's a fun way to kind of make it into a game as well. Now, if you happen to not have any way of recording it, you could also just take out a notebook, a fun notebook, like I have one right here in front of me, and you could just write down what the sounds you heard. So I'd write down bird, or I'd write down more specifically woodpecker, or rustling of leaves, or a dog barking, or a lawnmower. And then another fun thing you could do is then you could take all of those items on that list and you could categorize them. So maybe you make them into columns where you have anything that was an animal sound and you put them all there. Or maybe you distinguish between what was a loud sound and what was a soft sound. And you could categorize all the sounds that you heard on your sound hunt in that way in your journal or your notebook. So, couple different ways of doing it. And I hope that it allows you an opportunity to really soak in all the beautiful sounds that we have and how it ties into music. You know, I just love sitting outside listening to the birds, and some of them make a very loud sound like the woodpeckers do. They're very loud. And then some of them, like we have a hoot owl that we often hear in the evenings that is kind of a calming sound. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy taking a sound hunt at your home. And just a reminder to don't forget to get your badge. And I will see you next week on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Hope to see you soon.